I only wanted to have fun, learning to fly, learning to run. I let my heart decide the way when I was young. Deep down I must have always known that this would be inevitable. To earn my stripes I'd have to pay my soul. I know I'm not the try to think of things to say, like a joke or a memory, but they don't recognize me now, light of day.
What's going on, everyone? Once again, we're back with another hot topic with Z and Tuck. I'm your host, Z.
You got Tuck.
And we're very excited to have you guys here today, be with you guys here today. It's another great week. It's been another great week for myself, and I'm not sure about Tucker. Tucker, how has your week been?
It's been a little stressful. But
it's been a little stressful?
Yeah,
you know what? Honestly, the past 2 weeks been the best week so far. You know, I've been stress-free, not worrying about anything. Plus, being able to do this show every Thursday makes me, look for another week.
Right,
look forward to another week. So this is our episode number 8.
Yep.
And that's 8 weeks already, guys, of this episode. And that's thanks to you for supporting us and, always, staying with us when we're going through each week. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to make it this far. So we do appreciate that. In today's topic, we actually decided to, keep an open mic. By open mic, meaning anybody can call in today and talk about any topic and share your opinion, anything. So you are able to call us and talk about anything. You can call us and ask us how we're doing.
Yep.
So, I know recently there have been so many things happening. We're gone. Sorry about that, guys.
We did the ghost thing again.
I tried to do the Halloween thing, but I forgot that people already celebrating Christmas.
Yeah. Well, how was your Halloween anyway?
My Halloween was really good. I got home. I bought a bunch of candies to people. Yeah. I had my first 2 people come and, doing trick-or-treating. My dog kept barking, so that kind of didn't help people that were trying to, coming in trick-or-treating. When they hear a dog barking, everybody's trying to get away and leave. So,
right.
But how about yours? Did you...
Well, I got off work, got home. I usually dress up every year.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, this year I'm not going to because I'm tired. I'm just going to pass out candy. I had 2 big bags of candy and everything. I'm going to, I'm still in uniform. Just open the garage up. I put on the surround sound system with some Halloween music and stuff. And so I figured I'd be out there about an hour and a half, tops. Yeah, I had a line from my garage down my driveway, down the sidewalk to the neighbor's driveway.
Wow.
It was like it was a movie line, like I was like, what am I showing here,
Everybody's interested in coming and trick-or-treating.
Yeah, I was out of candy within 30 minutes.
Well, guess what, Tuck? I only passed out about 2 candies, and guess where the rest of them went? But the good thing, guys, is I didn't leave the candies over at the house over here or else I would have ended up eating all of them. So what I did is I took them to my coworkers at work, and just set it on the table over there, and they're, half of it already gone. I bought like big bag of them, and hoping that I would get a lot of trick-or-treaters. But like I said, it was my fault because I had 2 trick-or-treaters come home, and then I just had left the house and went doing something else that night. So didn't really have a lot of them. But my question is for you guys today is I've been noticing like Halloween, like these 2 weeks that were Halloween, you're walking through the shopping store and you already see stuff for Christmas in the Halloween section. And I'm like, well, Halloween is not even over. Thanksgiving is not even over, and we're already jumping to Christmas. So what do you guys think about that? I mean, people are jumping way ahead of time, trying to celebrate each holiday without waiting till that holiday comes. What do you guys think about that? I think to me, that's kind of like, people, just trying to rush everything, and that's never a good idea to rush, especially holidays. You want to make sure that you want to enjoy each holiday to its fullest, and then move on to the next one. So what do you guys think? Give us a call. We want to hear your opinion. 602-730-4621. That's 602-730-4621. Okay, what's going on, everyone? We're back. It's another episode, number 8, Hot Topic with Z and Tuck. This is an open mic for today. Anybody that want to discuss any topic, you guys are more than welcome to call in and talk to us. What I brought up is, for those of you that are just tuning in, holidays. Aren't we supposed to be, going one at a time and not jumping ahead of time? Just recently, when I was telling Tucker, just you're walking in a shopping store and you see, you go in the Halloween section, and in the Halloween section there's already a Christmas stuff out.
Right.
It's good to have that spirit that you're trying to bring Christmas up early, but why not wait until it's Christmas time? Finish Halloween, celebrate Thanksgiving, then it comes Christmas.
Yeah. Well, you do have people that like to get started on their houses and stuff early because some of the people are really extravagant.
Yeah.
With all the lights and everything, So I can understand it in one way, but yeah, in another way, it makes it feel like you're trying to get the year and rush on through.
Yeah.
It's like try to enjoy the holidays, especially like Halloween and Thanksgiving, because that's with the family.
Exactly.
So you don't want to rush it with the family.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Sandy that's watching us right now.
What's up, Sandy? That's one of our
Sandy,
regular watchers.
Yeah, I have also people that are watching us in backstage.
Yeah,
they're saying, "Yeah, I agree with you." You agree with you, right? Let's talk about this, guys. Give us a call at 602-730-4621. Let's talk about this live. What are some of you guys' thoughts?
Yeah.
For those of you that are wondering why I'm looking the other way, we have people on the backstage watching us as well. That's a different streaming server. But yeah, I think that when you're trying to rush holidays, it makes you feel. It just kind of brings out that, sad feeling. It's like people are not. Like, last year I probably done more stuff when it came to Halloween. This year it felt like, people were already celebrating Christmas and Halloween.
Yeah.
And, that just does not make sense to me. So, what did you guys do this year for Halloween? Did you guys, do anything fun as far as going by family, going trick or treating, going haunted houses?
Yeah.
That used to be very popular, going haunted houses. But this year it seemed like nobody was, was into doing anything, and it's understandable when you have recent events happening, making everybody not feeling. That they want to do anything. What do you think about that, Tuck?
Yeah, well, like this year, I kind of got confused this year.
Yeah.
Because this year they, some cities when they do like Halloween, they'll do it say Halloween this time was on what was it, Tuesday?
Yeah.
Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday, I believe. Well. Some people, some cities do it like on the weekend prior to the Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was expecting. Like Friday or Saturday. That they would actually do the Halloween, and the kids would come by then. So I had already went out and got the candy and everything, had it all set up, and nobody comes around. So I said, well, I guess they're going to do it actually on Halloween night. So.
Yeah, that's. Usually on Saturdays you have the adults trying to celebrate and party, and you have all these Halloween parties, and then on actual Halloween days, then, that's like just pretty much trick or treating.
Yeah.
Another thing, Tuck, that I really want to talk about in today's show is how social media and messaging and texting has caused a lot of people to forget how to communicate.
Yeah, taking over people's lives.
Exactly. Like, you're sitting in a group of people you're sitting in a group of people, okay? You got family, friends, whatever, and you're all gather up so you can have a conversation together, right? You get everybody's like on their phone, just chatting, messaging, and what's the point of that?
Yeah.
What's the point of that meetup if you're just gonna sit on your phone?
Yeah, exactly. And like for our watchers out there, even the ones backstage, do an experiment. When y'all go out to dinner and you're sitting around with the family and everything, count how many people's on their phones. How many people that will pick up their phones and draw a complete mind blank of what everybody else is talking about because they're so busy what the social media is putting out there.
Exactly, and like I said, it's just funny how you're sitting with people, and then even sometimes when you just send a text message, the way things are being spelled out, the way things are being written, it's like there's not even any communication skill being left out. Everything is being used as three-letter word, and it makes you wonder, like, is that person like educated? Is that person like what's it? I call it a slang word, so and sometimes when people just keep continuing on texting, they forget how to talk too. Like a lot of time in relationships, the most important thing is talking to one another.
Right.
But when you are so addicted to just text messaging and sending one another without even picking up the phone and saying whatever you got to say on the phone, it's just you're losing that connection, you're losing that communication.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of relationships, they don't go all the way through, and that causes because somebody's so addicted to social media, so addicted to they're forgetting their social skills.
I'll give you another food for thought. Looks like we got us a caller. So
yeah,
I'll hold on to that food for thought. Man.
Yeah, let's see how that. All right, let's see if that's gonna. Hello.
Brother Z, Dinos.
Hey, Ninos. How's it going, man?
All right, buddy. How you doing, Tuck?
All right, sir. And yourself?
All right, buddy. Great seeing you guys again.
Great seeing
show.
you. Thank you for being with us today, Ninos. We appreciate it. Appreciate you calling in.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I really enjoy watching you guys. You guys are awesome.
Thanks.
And honestly, the reason for my call is just to say hello to you guys, and also to reiterate a little bit about what the subject that you guys brought up.
Absolutely.
Regarding cell phones and family and this and that, and I love that topic, and I commend you guys for opening up subjects like that, because we can do nothing but educate people as much as we can, and you guys are doing a hell of a job about it. One thing, honestly, in my opinion, what I do is anytime I hang around with friends and whatnot, to be honest with you, all my friends know when I'm around them, there's no phones, absolutely no phones, because, you mentioned it a little earlier, what's the point, Z? What really is the point of friends getting together if they're on their phones? Might as well just stay home.
Yep.
Absolutely, and
So, absolutely, yeah. And then as far as honestly my kids and restaurant, Tuck, you are absolutely right too. I mean, I go to restaurant with my family, and I honestly see them constantly, just people just on their phone and whatnot, and they're having family dinner together. Right. I absolutely do not allow, honestly, phones to be used when I'm sitting with my wife and kids. I'm blessed with 4 beautiful children. Right. Phones are off. We not necessarily off completely, but they're put aside, and we enjoy each other's family time. We're trying to enjoy the dinner together and whatnot, and communicate and give and take. Have some social life. Have some give and take. This way, kids will be educated as well. And honestly, it all starts a lot of these bad habits. Has good habits has to start from home. And when you don't communicate well, and when you don't have good things going, good plans, even with the kids, they will grow up to be they might get steered in the wrong direction. So I believe family has a lot to do with it. Parents have a lot to do with the upbringing. You know, it's by our choice that we brought these beautiful children into this world.
Right.
We got to communicate with them. We got to steer them in the right direction. I always tell my wife, you know, look, we brought them into this world by our choice. We have to do our best for them. God forbid, if they get steered in the wrong direction, we will still feel bad as parents, but we won't feel guilty. If we know we gave 110%, we won't feel guilty. So let's at least let's just do our job and erase that guilt out. And this is one of the very very minor things that we can teach our kids. You know, is a cell phone. You know, when you're around people, when you're around family, put that on the side. You know, you can always find some time for that when you're alone.
Right.
This way, they'll grow up with better communication skills.
Yeah. Like I was going to tell Z a while ago, I was going to give him a food for thought. It was 8 out of 10 adults that will sit around talking on their cell phones or texting on their cell phones and stuff like that will be the ones that will be in the car actually texting and driving too.
Yeah, and I mean, you try, like I said, when you're finally you sit down and you have conversation with these individuals and you notice how their communication skills, as far as like verbal wise, you can hear the messaging language, text messaging language in their voice, the way they talk to you. And as I mentioned earlier, a lot of time in relationships when you're trying to communicate with one another and you're trying to send a long message, without just calling and hearing that person's voice, talking to them, explaining the issue with them, you're losing that connection. Where the connection, which is mainly because a relationship is pretty much, it stands strong when there is a communication. If there's no communication, then what's the point? Right. So that's
you're 100% right.
Yeah.
And honestly, and it's not just that. It's in the real estate world as well. I mean, I talk to other agents, and I love communicating with them. To give and take, to negotiate. To go through that 10-day inspection period, and they're texting, and I honestly I stopped them from right there. Then I said, listen, let's communicate better through calling, because a lot of times you cannot express your feeling or yourself, or things you might say things that you didn't mean it, or things it just might come out wrong in the text. So I said, before there's going to be a misunderstanding, we're both dealing with clients here. Let's communicate. Let's talk on the phone. And believe it or not, there's some agents who would much rather be texting. And that just, I just don't get that at all.
Yeah.
That's beyond me.
I mean,
but it's a fact. It's out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even in everyday life, like my girlfriend, she's 2,000 some odd miles away from me. So there's times that I feel concerned about certain things, and I'll text her, and she'll sometimes take it the wrong way, like I'm getting on to her. So I'd rather talk to her and then actually texting, because it just actually just takes away from everything.
Definitely.
So
definitely.
Yeah. So we're
Go ahead, Ninos. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I was just trying to add on to what you were going to say.
Yeah. No, go ahead, because I was going to tell you, I don't want to keep you guys waiting. There might be other calls coming in, but honestly, I just called to kind of put my 2 cents in and kind of get involved. And
no,
again, I love
we
your
appreciate
show.
that.
God bless
That's
you guys.
And that's
Great
why we
job.
create. That's why we create this show, is for people like you and others, to call in and express what they feel like, what they want to talk about, and that's the important thing about the show, because the show is mainly about people and about everybody that's watching us, what they want to make out of it. It's not us. We bring these topics based on what people like to hear, and we appreciate you calling. For those of you that missed our live interview last week, on our real estate episode, we had an interview with Ninos. You guys can always go back and view that either on our page or on Tucker's YouTube page. Ninos, we want to thank you for calling in. We appreciate it. Keep tuning in with us and please like and share our video, and just to support and help us, and we appreciate that. Okay.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys, and I commend you for putting on a great show. Love you guys. Keep it up. Keep up the great
Love you too,
work.
Ninos. Take care, brother.
Always
Thank
an
you.
honor and pleasure, my friend.
All right.
And for those of you that are just tuning in, we're still waiting for a couple more calls. So you guys better call. Talk to us. I'm sure that many of you have experienced this. Experienced, sitting in a group of people. And the main thing that's going on is text messaging between everybody that's sitting around. So what's the point of that meet if you're going to just sit around and use your phone, use your cell phone? So give us a call.
Yeah, it's also open mic night tonight. So if you want to talk about something else, hey,
absolutely.
You can dial the digits.
Yeah, and for those of you that are backstage watching us, our number is 602-730-4621. You can call us as well, and talk to us.
If you never even met us before, hey, now's the chance.
Exactly, now is the chance. So
dial the digits.
All right, guys. Well, we will be waiting for another call, and we'll just take this 2-minute break. What's up, everyone? Once again, we are back. We are having an open mic. This is an open mic, and but what we're talking about right now, for those of you that are just coming in, we are discussing about how social media or text messaging has taken over communication skills, social skills, whatever you want to call it. David brought out a good point. He said,
David,
holidays are awesome. Everyone should FaceTime for parties and holidays for now on, and for dates also. That's so true. And you get so many people, and it's funny that you said that, because there are so many people out there that get married and they never even met each other. They only met each other on FaceTime and on social media. Like, how are you supposed to know how the other person is, or how do they feel, or how affectionate they are, and you just get married to them?
Yeah, well, me and my second wife, we met online. We talked for a year before we even seen a picture of each other.
Wow.
So we actually fell in love with what was on the inside. But after a year, we decided we was going to go ahead and meet, and it was about maybe 6 or 7 months after that, I moved her to the state that I lived in at the time, and it was probably about maybe 2 years after that, maybe a year and a half after that, we got married. So it's some things like that can work out, and it takes a longer time. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's like FaceTime.
But I'm talking
this and this, and then all of a sudden they're like.
I'm talking about like, you get people that meet each other for a month.
Yeah.
And they get married to each other, and they
really
only met
quick.
each other on FaceTime.
Yeah.
And I mean, how are you supposed to get around that?
Yeah. Those are. I can guarantee you, most of those will not work out.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
goes-
not. Because there's how do you know that person knows how to keep you,
right,
entertained as far as talking to
Right.
you, communicating with you?
Mhm.
All you see of that person is behind that screen, behind that
Right,
iPhone,
right.
behind that
And
laptop.
once they're together, now you're learning all their darker secrets.
Exactly.
Are they clean? Do they clean the house? Are they hoarders?
Yeah,
Or,
exactly.
Is she a cat woman? It's like, ugh.
That's so true. And
The bird lady.
the bird lady, I know, right? Man, that never was one of my attraction to a female. If she has cats,
Yeah.
or I mean, with all due respect, I know cats can be so friendly.
Yeah, one cat is great. 3 to 4 cats.
That's the thing. I'm so allergic to cats.
Yeah.
So I can't really have any cats around me. I mean, I can probably be around them for like a few minutes, but it's just, I don't know. They say that they're, they won't scratch you, but I don't know. There's something about cats, man. Like no matter how
They get
nice they
feisty.
are to you, they will end up
They get
throwing
feisty.
that.
They'll scratch you. They'll bite you.
Well, luckily I've only experienced that once,
Yeah.
and that was in my face. I got scratched in my face, and that was the last time I've ever gotten close to a cat.
Oh yeah, you can't mess up that face. Can you?
Hey man, this face, No. But seriously, what do you guys think? I mean, I'm sure there's many of you out there that want to call and talk to us about this. I mean, with the social media and losing the social skills, it's important to, understand that talking to the person, giving them their full attention when you actually called them to hang out with them, then you actually sit down and get busy with your phone. That's not the way to do it.
Yeah.
So
Let's see who we got out there now. We have.
let me see.
Gomez, David Foster. Give a shout out to Mickey Rivera.
Yeah, absolutely. Mickey Rivera's
hate that we're losing you there at work. So,
Yeah. Oh, and for those of you guys that are just seeing this funny address bar at the bottom or the scrolling ticker, that's for you guys. If you want to send out a shout out to anybody, you're more than welcome to send it. Follow those, and we'll put a shout out for you on there, on the show. Maybe next week or maybe this week, depending on how good you guys are with calling us. But yeah, today's show is open mic. Call us and talk to us about anything.
Yeah, Gomez, I know you got a lot to say. Go ahead and give us a ring.
Oh yeah, I know. Gomez, tell us about your new shift. How do you like your new shift? I'm sure you missed our shift.
Well, we don't want to get into the inner workings of work, so she might not want to tell us too much.
Well, I mean, she can
She
talk.
can just say, yeah,
She
likes
doesn't
it
really.
now.
She doesn't really have to say
Right.
where she's working.
Well, yeah, but
She
I
just
don't
gotta-
want to get into the inner
Okay,
workings.
okay. All right. Let's see.
She can tell us if she likes it or not, but
I went a whole there just texting, and it doesn't help anything.
who's that? David?
Yeah.
David Foster. Yeah, David, give us a call.
Whole marriage, just texting, and it doesn't. It's not. And again, you know, you're just losing that communication skill. I mean, you're just losing. You know, you can. How can you? I don't know. Some people say that this is possible. How can you show affections or feelings through text messaging? How can you?
Let me send you a text like I do my girlfriend every single day.
Okay,
That
talk.
says-
You know
that
what?
says
Talk. Listen
That
to me.
says I love you.
Tuck, listen to me. I'm not talking about you. You're a lovebird. You're a sweetheart. You're high school. You know, you're you know.
Well,
I'm saying about
but yeah,
people
I do understand what you're saying.
that meet through text messaging, and you're just trying to make the other one feel, you know, feel good about yourself.
Right.
You know, like making them feel that you
Or-
love
or
them. How can you do that?
I understand what you're saying, but also for those new interests, you're trying to get them interested in you.
Yeah.
It's like, but you're trying to get them to understand how you feel through a text, and it just ain't gonna work.
I don't think it's gonna work, to be honest.
No.
It's you know, text messaging. It helps when you're it's just saying "on my way," "I'm here," or when you're actually trying to describe your whole life story in the text messages.
Yeah, even across the phone sometimes, just voice to voice is kind of hard because you can just be talking to somebody and you don't see their facial expressions. You can't tell if they're meaning what they're saying or not.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, even phone calls in general, it's face to face. That's the best.
That's
encounter.
true.
That's the best
That's true,
encounter
but
you can have.
you know, I'm saying that you know, when your only resort is either phone call.
Oh, I take the phone.
You know, phone call, or what would you choose between phone call or text messaging someone
I'll take
until
the
you
phone
see
call.
them the next day?
Yeah, I'll take the phone call any day.
You know, so it's always good to, you know, have, you know, hear the actual. Sometimes the other person is like, oh, well, I don't really want to talk on the phone, or I don't really want to, you know. So it's just you're stuck, and you're like, okay, well, you kind of lose interest after a while.
Yeah, because
But David did it. Apparently, David did it. It's like 4 years text messaging.
well, like me and my girlfriend, you know.
Yeah.
We text and we talk on the phone, but every single time I get to talk to her on the phone, I always tell her one thing: I love hearing your voice.
And that's
So
what matters.
That's why I said I'll take a phone call any day.
Okay. Well, you're an exception. Okay, you're an exception.
well,
hey, man,
I'm sure.
Hey,
I'm not
we
the
made
only
this
one
show
like that.
so we can actually have people
Yeah,
call,
I'm sure
not
I'm-
actually listen to you and make me look.
Well, no,
look bad.
I'm saying I'm sure I'm not the only one like that, and I'm sure you'd take a phone call any day too, wouldn't you?
Absolutely,
Instead of a
and I
text.
try to
So,
do
see?
that, but sometimes, you know, the other
See?
person, like, oh well, I would rather text. You know, like how
Yeah.
can you get around that? You know, and you're like,
Most of the time, if I text, is when I'm going into work, or I just wake up and I'm fixing to get ready for work, or right after work, and I'm fixing to go to bed or something. That's when I'll send a text out. If I know she's busy, that she's at work or whatever. But otherwise, phone call.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're talking here about, guys. So if you can give us a call, share your opinion, because me and Tuck over here, we're about to get in a fight. He's saying something and I'm saying something else. So I'm just kidding. But also,
That's what I thought.
you guys can even call us and tell us how your Halloween went. What are your plans for Thanksgiving now that we can actually talk about it? That's another thing that I mentioned earlier, is holidays and how people are jumping ahead of time and celebrating, talking about other holidays when one is not even over, not even close to being over. So
yeah, or if you want to bring up other topics, say not knowing what's going on in Vegas,
absolutely,
or the Walmart thing, or the shooting at Walmart,
and
or the one with the truck in Manhattan. Y'all want to talk about that? Dial the digits.
And that's very, that's definitely something that we really do need to talk about, is all this craziness that's happening now.
Also, November 4th, Antifa wanting to do their little revolution thing. Watch your backs. Protect your family. If try to stay away from those areas. If they come towards your house, then take care of it. We'll show them what true patriots are all about.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be waiting for one of you to call. We're going to go ahead and take a short break. I want to apologize, guys, for those of you that are messaging us on Facebook. I'm trying to read some of these messages, but sometimes it's getting stuck. Sam, you said, hi, Z from Chicago. Hello. You show feelings through emojis.
You can only take so many Chinese smiles.
Yeah.
The little smileys all squinting.
Yes, absolutely. Gomez said she's texting while she's listening to us. Wow, Gomez, thank you. I appreciate that.
That's that social media thing that we were talking about.
That's that social media addiction that you got.
Yeah. Here's a live show and she's texting.
Quarterway, we are talking about how people, when they're, when you have a group hangout, or when you're actually hanging out with your whoever, your friends, or you're actually, that time that you're with them, the whole time, those friends, those people that you're seeing, they're on their phone while you're trying to talk to them. And we're talking about how that's leading people to lose their social capabilities, their communication skills, and just the way they interact with people in general, the way they talk. So that's our topic for today. I mean, it's an open mic again. So our topics, there's no set topic for today, but we're talking about random ones. and this is one of the ones that I thought about bringing out. So if you have something to say about it, give us a call. I'm sure you have a lot to say about it. So what is better, Mexican candy or regular American candy?
Some of the Mexican candy's all right, but I like the American better because that Mexican some of the candy has that spicy powder on it.
Yeah.
I forget what
Honestly,
it's called,
I don't know I don't know what you call this specific Mexican candy, but it's I don't know, for those of you that are watching us backstage, what do you guys call that candy? It's super sour. You know, it's super. I mean, it's really, really good, but it's super sour, and there's a lot of there's red, like a reddish pepper. Or something what is it called? What is it called? It's so good.
Shoot, it'll make your jaw hurt right at the beginning.
Yeah, I know, but
as soon as you taste it, it's like you're.
What is it called? I'm trying.
I can't remember what the.
I'm trying to think. Candy. I'm going to. Yeah, what is that candy called, guys? For those of you that are watching us, you know, it's stuck in my head. I have to know what it is.
I'm not sure, but it's.
Yeah, but anyways, it's. Yeah, there's some Mexican candies that I really, really like, and you know. That's my favorite. Let's see. What's TNA? See, thanks for sending me the invite. It helped me remember to watch. Yeah, I'm glad it did, Gomez. I figured that sometimes Facebook, I don't know what it does. It just doesn't allow people or doesn't send invite to people when we're actually live. So that's why I'm going to start doing that. Actually start sending people a reminder.
I just showed Z something tonight that if everybody wants to know about it, if you want to find our Facebook page, Hot Topics with Z and Tuck, you can actually Google us and it'll pop up and it'll take you the link. It'll have the link right to our Facebook page.
Yeah. So that's another way. Yeah, exactly. That's another way of trying to get a hold of us. You know, if you, because a lot of people have hard time finding our page, but what we tell them is just to go on Google and you know, just search Hot Topics with Z and Tuck, just the way it's spelled. And again, for those of you that are just tuning in, whether behind the stage or you know, live on Facebook, we are discussing. This is an open mic for today, and we're discussing anything that you guys want. But what we're talking about right now is social media and how it's causing people to lose communication skills. And yes, Gomez, I have my thinking face on because I like to think before I say something. I know that's sometimes difficult for some people to do. It's to think before they say something, but let's see. So yeah, guys, give us a call. We would love to hear from you. I'm sure you guys got a lot to say in regards to this topic. Alright, let me see. Lucas is a good sour candy. Never knew that, Sandy.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's called Lucas.
Lucas. Never knew that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Sandy, for bringing that up. Sandy, how about this? You never ever called us, Sandy.
A regular watcher. But
you're a regular watcher, but you're
but not a regular dialer.
Not a regular dialer. That's exactly right. Yeah, we would love to hear from you also because, you know.
Yeah, we might have the lights on us right now, but we just turned the spotlight to you.
Yeah, because we only have about 12 minutes or 13 minutes left of our show, and we would love to get our last caller and talk to them about
whatever they want to talk about.
Yeah. Oh, after we discuss this topic, if you guys want to create a group hangout and meet so we can test if you know, our topic for today helped anybody, or like helped anybody to stop using their phone while actually they're in a group of people, you're more than welcome to let us know where you want to hang out. We'll meet you guys. We'll hang out with you, and we would love to talk to you guys in person.
Yep.
So
I got the next 10 days off. So
what?
yes.
This guy, man. Every time I ask him, what are you doing? Or like, when is your next vacation? It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Every day this guy's on vacation.
Nah.
Wow. We'll enjoy it, man.
I actually was going to I had something planned. I was going to go out of state, but those plans kind of fell through. So instead, I think I'm going to go down to maybe like Tombstone. Never been there. So I thought I'd go check out Tombstone. And,
I've heard about it. Where's
so
that at?
It's down a little bit past Tucson.
Oh, okay.
So it's like 3.5 hours from here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I thought I'd go check it out and spend a day there, make it a day trip. So.
You know what I haven't done? Camping. I know a lot of people are like, seriously, you haven't gone camping?
Yeah.
Yes, I have not gone camping, and I really, really want to do it because I want to see what it feels like to go camping. And right now,
oh, so you've never been once?
never ever in my life.
Oh shit! Oop. That's another one of the Dale Earnhardt moments.
It's okay. They didn't hear you. But no, like as I was driving down, coming back home today, and I have my windows rolling down, and I feel like this cool breeze.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, I have to go camping.
Yeah.
I have to go camping.
Well, with the weather the way it is right now, it's perfect for camping, but you want to find some place that has like a stream or a lake. Mm-hmm. It just makes it even better because you can sit out there and, go fishing, go do a little bit of hiking and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
NAZ camping. Cordaway, we're gonna put you in charge of that hangout meet. So if you want to create that, Cordaway, make sure you create it on Saturday, Sunday. Those are my days off. Okay. Yeah. Even on Friday, after work.
Well, Saturdays, mine and Cordaway's days off. So.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. But you guys got work the next day. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, when do you want to plan this? Late at night.
Well, you gotta. Yeah, I mean, we can do it. We can do a group hangout in the lunchtime. That would be nice to have some people, tune in and hang out with us. That would be nice. But yeah, we'll put you in charge of that, Cordaway. Hey, ML, we miss you too.
Who was it?
ML.
Oh.
When are you coming to Arizona, ML? Oh, David said midnight. Yes, David, I agree with you. See, I like the way David thinks.
See, early Sunday morning, I gotta get up. That ain't happening. Well, I'll be on my 10 days off, so if y'all want to do it this Sunday, that's fine.
Well, we can, but we gotta give people a heads up.
True.
Have them get ready, because not everybody can get ready within a day or two.
Right.
And we can plan that. Convention next year. Okay.
Convention.
Yeah, my cousin said she'll come for convention next year. Well, we'll see you next year. We might have you on the show too.
Well, we need to get Natalie down here. Our
I know.
Special guest host from Chicago.
I know, special guest host. For those of you that remembered when we replaced Tuck for a day, because Tuck is not replaceable, but when we had a girl Tuck version on our show, it was.
Yeah, we had technical difficulties that night, so I wasn't able to connect into the system. So we had a special guest host, Natalie from Chicago. She did an awesome job.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, we have like about 8 minutes left. For those of you that are trying to give us a call, go ahead and give us a call. Our lines are open. It's 602-730-4621. And we would love to hear from you guys. We really would. Again, social media and people jumping ahead of on their holidays, on a specific holiday. Two things that I really want to hope that you guys can give us a call and talk about. What do you guys think about people jumping ahead of time, on their holidays?
Yeah.
So give us a call, 602-730-4621.
All right, we're back. All right, excuse me. We're still waiting on to see if we hear anybody calling in, but don't think it's going to happen. We got about 5 minutes left. But I also wanted to reiterate back to our suicide prevention and awareness episode that we had. I had come across some information from Dr. Summer Watson that was from the Warrior Research Foundation, and she was telling me about, it's coming around the holidays with Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that. And that's one of the hardest holidays for people that are out there that's dealing with a bunch of stuff. And so your suicide rates and all that go up tremendously. Especially with our law enforcement, military, firefighters, EMTs, and corrections. So some of the information that I got is that most people, if you want to help with support the Warrior Research Foundation and Set Condition Red, which I'm one of the admins for the western side of the United States at Set Condition Red. If you want to help support us and everything, if you shop at Amazon.com, you can go to Amazon Smile. Just Google Amazon Smile. Go to Amazon Smile. Log in with your regular Amazon account. Inside there, in the left-hand area, you'll see an area that says choose your charity or something like that. And put in Warrior Research Foundation and set that as your charity thing. Now, when you go just regular shopping in there, it's just, your Amazon account, and you go regular shopping in there. You can, certain products that you do try to get, you'll see in the description of that product, it'll say Amazon Smile eligible donations. So if that product is the product that you're going to buy, then, 5% of that sell price for your item that you're going to be buying goes to the Warrior Research Foundation. So it's like a donation. So it's like it's not even just donating personally, or to the page or whatever. You're giving 5% of your your sale price to the Warrior Research Foundation to help the military, to help the law enforcement, EMTs, firefighters, correction officers, and all that, first responders. We want to get this suicide rate down to 0, because one life is one life too many. So if you want to help that way, that would be awesome. If you want to donate just a certain amount to the Warrior Research Foundation, just go to warriorresearchfoundation.org, or I think it's Warrior Research Foundation, or it's either warriorresearch.org. And their page will come up, and you can go to the donations area and donate to that, to that purpose.
And and again, like you mentioned, and you guys are already shopping at Amazon.
Yeah.
You're already getting that product. You're not paying anything from your pocket. It's
Right.
Amazon that's donating 5% of that sale price to Warriors Research Foundation. And again, guys, you'll be helping without paying anything extra.
The only way that it will work is if you go to Amazon Smile and log in through Amazon Smile with your Amazon account. And you can set it up and shop through Amazon Smile. And it's still Amazon account. It's just through Amazon Smile, and those donations, 5% of those proceeds will go to Warrior Research Foundation, which also in turn supports Second Edition Red, which is a subsidiary of Warrior Research Foundation.
Anyways, guys, we want to thank you for tuning in with us today. For another Hot Topic with Z and Tug. This was episode 8. It was open mic. I know we didn't discuss much, but we did discuss some things that were very important. We want to appreciate you guys for, dedicating your time every Thursday to come into our show and listening to us. And we want to see you here every Thursday at 6:30 p.m.
Yep.
Mountain Standard Time. Our topic for...
And have your phones ready.
Exactly. Have your phones ready, guys. There's no need to be shy or any of that. Give us a call whenever we're all live on the air, and talk to us. Okay? Next week's topic, we're still determining what it's going to be. So if you guys want to recommend anything, send us a message. Talk to us. Call us.
Put it in the comments on this video.
In the comments, exactly.
Because we know not everybody's watching this video live. So if you're watching the replay, go ahead and put your comments in there. Whatever you want to put. If you want to put something about what's being said in the video as you're watching it, put it down.
Yeah.
Because we're going to scroll back through there. We'll answer your questions. We'll talk or make comments to some of your comments or whatever, or put your suggestions in there. What you would like to hear as topics. Share and like the video. We're honored to have y'all out there watching this each and every week. So,
all right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and end the show for this week. We're going to see you next Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Don't forget, with another Hot Topic with Z and Tuck. I'm Z.
I'm Tuck.
And we're Hot Topic with Z and Tuck.